Hello, friends. Welcome to Friday Night of Huhnkie, episode 248.3. I talked too much yesterday, so my voice is a little bit fatigued. All right, let's do stretching and exercise. Yeah, happy Sunday morning. Okay, I get some more water. Ah, good water. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's twerking, but it's good for lower back. Yeah, it is important. Okay, it may look a little bit weird, but I have to do it because sometimes my low back is sore. It's a very important exercise for me. Okay. So, yeah. Oh, ah, okay. All right. Now, martial arts. Yeah, double side kick. Okay. All right. Cha cha. All right. Cha cha. Okay. Yeah, stop putting leg. Open it. Okay. Outward. Cha cha. Okay. Good. Good. 5 minutes. Thank you. Whew. Nice. Wow. Very cool. Ah. Okay. Yeah, no more common cold. Yeah. So not anymore. Good. I'm healed. Good. Thank you. Yeah. So I took some layers off. Okay. So, but let me fix this wardrobe malfunction. Okay. So I thought about the span concept. I could not figure out geometric way to prove that, but easier way to prove, yeah, like we learned from Google internet search, yeah, Bezo coefficient. Okay, yeah, Bezo identity. Sorry, I apologize for my word. Hairdo, it's let me redo it. It's yeah. And later today, I take a bath. Yeah. Let me wash my hands. Uh, okay. So, Bezo theorem, what it says is ax plus b is equal to if a and b are whatever number, okay? X pre ax plus by is equal to GCD of a and b. So then, yeah, there exists x and y such that x plus by is equal to greatest common divisor of a and b. Okay, so corollary, yeah, when a and b are co-primes to each other, that means there exist x and y integers such that ax plus by is equal to 1 because greatest common divisor of a and b is 1. Okay, yeah. So using the concept, okay, let's bring it closer. My arms are not that long. Some monkeys have long arms, but I'm only human. Okay, so okay. So 7a plus 5b is equal to 1 because 5 and 7 they are co-primes to each other. Not only that, they're also prime numbers themselves. Okay. Uh, how do you calculate Bayes coefficients? Uh, outside of human biology school, they use what's called backtracking of extended Euclidean algorithm, and it's a bulky name, and also it's a bulky process. Okay. The way we do it, I've used row algebra. You want to see it? Okay, sure. I'll show you. Okay. Um, we apply row 7, okay? How about no. Okay, 7 and 5, we pick smaller number. Okay. And then we apply row 5. Okay. Let's do it. So 7 row 5, that's 2. When 7 is divided by 5, what's the remainder? 2. Okay, so 2a and 5 row 5 is 0. Okay, yeah. 1 row 5, 1. Okay? row 5. Okay. Now make it into regular equation. Uh, D row 5. Okay, yeah. D rise. So okay. Okay. Now pick smaller number. Between 2 and 5, what's smaller? 2, right? And apply row 2. Okay. 2 row 2, yeah, becomes 0. Now 5 row 2, 1. Okay, yeah. So K is equal to 1 row 2. Okay. Now regularize this equation. K is equal to 2L plus 1. Okay. Uh-huh. K. Substitute here. Then we have what? 2A is equal to 2A plus 10L plus 5 is equal to 1. So substitution, okay? Then A is equal to minus 5L minus 2. Okay? Uh-huh. Then substitute again. 5B is equal to 35L plus 15. So B is equal to 7L plus 3. Okay? So there are infinitely many batch coefficients, okay? Yeah. When L is 0, yeah, B is 3, A is minus 2. Okay? So 15 minus 14 is 1, right? Okay. Maybe some people prefer using the backtracking of extended Euclidean algorithm. I have used it before. Yeah, it's not too bulky actually. Okay, but maybe this is bulkier. I don't know, but it's something we discovered a year ago. Yeah, using row algebra. Okay, it's very powerful method. Okay, so yeah, it's fun. Okay, yeah. Row algebra, it can be used in also Chinese remainder theorem too. Okay, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, let's take 5 minutes break, vocal rest. Okay, and then if you want to prove, go ahead. What we are trying to prove? Let A be any integers, B any integers. Okay, then 7A plus 5B spans entire integer set. Okay, if you want to prove it based on this Bezier identity. Okay, yeah. 5 minutes break, thank you. And I will start cooking my breakfast. Okay. What is this? Something is in my whiteboard here. I got it, okay. Okay. 5 minutes break, thank you. Okay. I'm sorry the letters are so small, but yeah, you can screenshot this and then enlarge it, okay? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's what I can do. Low budget. Okay. Now, let me drink some willow tree bark vodka. Okay, so here you see willow tree twigs, small branches. It's from my backyard. Okay, so wolves love this. Okay, yeah, they're the local stuff. I like it too. It's like salicylic acid aspirin. Uh, that purifies the blood. Yeah, from cholesterol. Okay, yeah, it's healthy stuff. Medicinal drink, in English, what's it called in English? I used to know that word. Uh, it's not tonic. It's more tincture. Yeah, tincture. Okay. Yeah. Korean word 약주. It means medicinal drink. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Happy Sunday morning. Cheers. Hmm. Okay. So, how to prove this? 7a plus 5b spanning all integers. Okay. So okay. B is the kind of number where it's divide when it's divided by seven, the remainder is three. Okay. Yeah. Oh, what kind of number is L? We can do some transformation, okay, to make it positive. Okay, so let's say L is substitution. Okay, let's say L is make substitution. Let's say L is mm, now is it A is minus five, L minus two, but it's negative numbers. To make it easier, let's make it positive. Okay, so substitution without losing generality. Okay, so L is minus N minus one. Okay, then this becomes 5N plus three. Okay, so A is the kind of number where when it's divided by five, remainder is three. Okay, so B, when divided by seven, remainder is three. Okay, so those are the kind of numbers A and B are. It's not any number. Okay? But, yeah, so there are infinitely many base coefficients, okay? But they're not just any integer. It's not. It's a specific class or family or subset of integers, okay? Huh? Yeah, cheers. And if A is positive, B has to be negative. If B is positive, A has to be negative because they have to sum up to one. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Now, so we found out what A is and what B is. Okay? Yeah. Now let's multiply an integer cube. So some delineation here, okay? 7 times QA plus 5 times QB is equal to Q. Okay? And QA, QB, we call it A prime, B prime, okay? So 7 times A prime plus 5 times B prime is equal to Q. And Q can be any integer. So that's the proof. What? Code erat demonstratum, the QED is end of proof, okay? Yeah, that's the proof, it's the Latin term. Okay, so yeah, cheers, okay? Yeah. Yeah, it's that simple, okay? There could be a geometric way to visualize this. I thought about it, but I could not figure it out. Okay, maybe you can. Okay, so yeah, I could not figure out geometry way. Yeah. In linear algebra, like vectors, yeah, spanning concept when two vectors, it doesn't have to be orthogonal 90 degrees. Okay, but it should be not zero and not 180. Okay, any other angle between 0 and 180. Okay, yeah, then just two vectors linear combination of these two vectors can express any vector in that two-dimensional plane defined by these two vectors, okay? Because if two vectors are same angle, like zero angle or 180-degree angle, it's not a plane. It's a straight line, okay? And then yeah, you cannot express a plane because they don't form a plane, okay? But if two vectors are not 0 degree, not 180 degree, but halfway in between, any angle, okay? Then linear combination like ax vector plus by vector, yeah, you can express any vector in that plane. Spanning concept in linear algebra, okay? In number theory, yes, similar. Yeah, if two numbers, two integers, if they are co-prime to each other, they don't have to prime number themselves. Like 9 and 10. No, neither of them are prime numbers. But 9 and 10, they are co-prime to each other. Okay? 9 is like 3 times 3. 10, 2 times 5, right? No common factors other than 1. Okay, so they're co-prime to each other. So, yeah, then 9a plus 10b, yeah, it spans entire universe of integers by linear combination. Okay? We just proved it, okay? Yeah, cheers. Nice. Good. Nice, right? Yeah. But, but does it help us? Well, in a way, uh, we try to add two different row base, like 2 row 7 plus 2 row 5, it becomes like 7a plus 5a plus 4, but it spans the entire universe of integers. So yeah, well, it's good to know, but we did need to know this, okay? And now we know. But to prove that alpha and omega theorem, okay, very conjecture at this point because we did not prove it, but I know it is true, okay, because I worked out many examples and it always works. Okay, so but yeah, we'll get there at some point, okay, but I'm not there yet. Maybe you're already there, okay? Maybe you're a better mathematician than I am. Yes. Yeah. Cheers. Yep. Bucharest. Fine, Mr. Thank you. Nice. Turn the heater back on. Yep. This nice temperature actually. Okay. Okay. Now, let's switch to the whiteboard, okay? Let's look at the alpha and omega equation. Supposed alleged equation because we're not prove it yet. We are working toward proving it, okay? Because I cannot publish a paper without proof, okay? Because it will just remain as a conjecture, and no, I cannot do that. After we prove this, then I will start typing it down, okay? So I already started typing down, but I stopped typing it down because I had to find out some more, okay? So yeah, cheers. So in this table, what is alpha and what is omega? Okay, there's only two variables here. Rho, that's operator, demand operator. Okay. Some computer programming language they use ampersand, like percentage sign, or MOD. Okay, modulo. Okay. Let me some layer on. It is chilly. Yeah, 55 Fahrenheit in this room. Okay, cheers. Okay, so multiplicative inverse of alpha, rho omega. Okay, so omega is rho base. R rho Greek letter for R, so it's like RHO. But in this table, it also corresponds to rho index, horizontal rho index, ROW. Okay, so and it's is it by design or coincidence? I don't know, but it's convenient. Okay, so okay, and alpha it corresponds to this vertical column index. Okay, uh, yeah, let's mark that on the table. Okay. Yeah, pen and eraser. It's a lot of work. Huh? Cheers. Yeah, I use A and B, but we're not going to erase that because some of that we use it here. Okay, so omega, alpha. Okay, omega is the row index, alpha column index. Okay, in this matrix, triangular matrix. Okay, so it's a table, two-dimensional. So we have alpha in the denominator on the right-hand side of this equation. So we pass it over there. Alpha times alpha inverse rho omega becomes multiplied together, it becomes 1 by definition, one rho omega, okay? Yeah. So one rho omega is something times omega plus one. It does make perfect sense. Maybe proving this is not that difficult, huh? It's almost like commonsensical, okay? Uh, so then does this matter? This omega coefficient, alpha minus omega rho alpha, mean verse rho alpha. I mean, does it really matter what omega coefficient would be? I don't know. I mean, yeah, how did I come up with this? Uh, by experience, number crunching. Okay, it's like induction as opposed to deduction. Okay, but I guess this omega coefficient can be something else. It's kind of like a Euclidean algorithm. Okay, yeah, it is. Okay, yeah. So Euclidean algorithm, okay, it's like more than 2,000 years ago. Okay, what year? 200 BC. Let me look him up. Okay, Euclid. What year? 200 BC, something like that. Okay, so yeah, what year was it? Uh, 300 BC. Okay, yeah, I just looked him up. Okay, yeah, it was 300 BC. Alexandria. Today's Egypt, but back in the days, it was part of like what Greek Empire, I guess. Uh, uh, but today's Egypt, okay? Hmm? The- Back in the days, yeah, Alexandria, today's Egypt, okay, is a very academic place, okay, on the Greek Empire, okay. Hmm? Like it was like today's Harvard. Okay, yeah, Alexandria in today's Egypt, okay, on the Greek Empire, 300 BC, yeah. So, so I guess Euclid was there, okay. Okay. So Euclidean algorithm is like it's an algorithm. Can it be expressed in computer programming language? Yeah. Yeah. But can it be expressed in like mathematical language? I'm sure it can be. Okay. But this is kind of that a little bit. Okay. Yeah. A little bit. Not exactly because we are talking about multiplicative inverse. Okay. Yeah. Not greatest common divisor, but the similar concept is there. Yeah. Row algebra, row operator, remainder operator, and subtraction to make numbers smaller. Okay. Time check. It's been almost 1 hour. Yeah, time flies, huh? 5 minutes break. Let's ventilate the room, okay? With fresh Alaskan oxygen, okay? So, yeah, 5 minutes, thank you. Whew. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, let's switch the whiteboard, okay? And I copy over this alpha and omega equation and we make first attempt proving it. Okay. Yeah. What? Okay. Let me grab some beer. Okay. All right. Cheers. Beautiful sunshine day. Nice. Beautiful. Yeah. Now I find omega equation. Actually, I already wrote down in another whiteboard. Okay, let's bring that up. Okay, so I don't have to repeat myself. Yeah, I just noticed. Yeah, smaller whiteboard. Yeah. Okay. Now let's relax. It's another bio. This one is with lime. The one last night is orange. Okay, but they're both citrus. Yeah. Cheers. Oh, nice. Lime. Right. Yeah. Citrus. Oh, vitamin C. Nice. Okay. So what do we have here? Yeah, we got some proof. Sure. Yeah. But not the proof of this one. Okay. Yeah. This alpha and omega equation. Okay. Here we proved a couple of things here in this whiteboard in the past. Okay. Uh, probably like 5 months ago. Okay. Before I took a break from mathematics. Okay. Yeah. There's a pathway. All right. Yeah. The usage of this alpha and omega recursive equation, right? Yeah. So build this recursive function, a recursive equation, we need base case, right? Yeah. Let's write down the base case, okay? Yeah. So alpha is one, right? Omega, uh, two and higher, okay? So base case is this, okay? Yeah. One inverse omega is one, okay? Because one times one is one. Okay. Also, minus one times minus one is also one. Okay. But we don't need to assume that though. Okay. Okay. So this is the best case. Good. Cheers. It's beautiful. It's magical, like the way it works. It's fascinating. Yeah. 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 So in Bible, yeah, God, according to Bible, God said, "I'm Alpha and Omega." It's like in the Book of Revelation, New Testament. Okay. Because like Middle East, North Africa, like Israel, Southern Europe, Greece. Okay. So yeah, there's some interchange between like Hebraism and Hellenism. Hellenism being Greek culture, Hebraism, Israel culture. Okay, then North Africa, Southern Europe, Middle East. Okay, in that area. So, Book of Revelation, New Testament Bible, John the Evangelist, like Mr. Jesus' supposed favorite disciple. It could be Saint Peter, Saint John, who knows? But John the Baptist, that's another John that preceded Mr. Jesus. Okay, so Book of Revelation supposedly written by John the Evangelist. Okay, Alpha and Omega. Yeah, according to the Bible, Book of Revelation. Yeah, God said, "I am Alpha and Omega, starting and the ending." Uh, I mean, I do not like the world to end, so I do not believe in World War III, Armageddon. No, I don't think. I do not think it's necessary, and I don't think it will happen. I do not think so. I'm positively optimistic person, okay? But I did not name this equation after Bible. No, it was coincidence. Why did I use omega? Because I was focusing on odd prime numbers. So omega is Greek letter for O, but in English alphabet, Roman alphabet, O looks like zero. To avoid that confusion, to denote odd number, I use Greek letter omega. Okay. Then why did I use alpha? I ran out of English character, so I had to use Greek letter instead. That's why I used alpha. Okay. So this equation has nothing to do with Bible. Although I do respect Christian religion, I do. I respect all religions. Okay. I respect all religions, including Christianity. Okay. But yeah, Bible is popular and it's well known bestseller of all time, right? Mr. Jesus, best well-known human being ever so far, right? Yeah. Household name. Yeah. So alpha and omega equation, so be it. Yeah, sure. I don't think I'm offending anybody. Again, it's coincidence, okay? Okay. Okay, but yeah, we respect all religions. Okay, yeah. Now, let's make first attempt to proving this conjectural equation. Okay. Yeah, pass it over. Yeah, like alpha times alpha inverse rho omega is equal to, well, we have to put question mark here because we do not prove it yet. So it's conjectural equation at this point. Open parenthesis, alpha minus omega rho alpha inverse multiply inverse. Okay, so, rho alpha times multiplication, okay, times omega plus 1. Okay, and this is equal to alpha times alpha inverse rho omega, that's 1 rho omega. Okay, yeah, it's something coefficient, let's see, coefficient c. Okay, c times omega plus 1. It makes perfect sense. Okay, yeah, it does. Because if we apply rho omega, it becomes 1 is equal to, yeah, omega rho omega, that's 0. Omega divided by omega. Omega divided by omega, what's the remainder? 0. Okay. So 1 is equal to 1, it becomes 0. Okay. Comma rho omega. Okay. But is this proof? In a way, but this omega coefficient c, it could be any number. So why does it have to be particular this? Yeah, that's what we need to figure out later. Right? Yeah. Then how did I come up with this? Yeah, by experience. Like working out numbers, number crunching, okay. Yeah. Induction, experience, okay. Inductive logic. Yeah. So yeah, we are not done here yet, okay? Yeah, there's some work, more work to be done. I work out some concrete numbers, examples, okay? Time check. Yeah, we got more than 30 minutes left, okay? Yeah, let's take 5 minutes break. Vocal rest. Thank you. Yep, yep. Very cool. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Mhm. Mm. Okay, so we gave enough love to mathematics. Okay, let's put this behind us. Let's talk about something else. Okay. Okay. Yeah, work and play, right? Yeah, we worked. Now let's play. Let's talk about something else. Okay. So, all right. Yeah. All right. Now we can relax. Yeah, it's beautiful outside. But it's too shiny to my eyes. I'm 47. Okay, so but it's beautiful outside. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cheers. Oh, nice. So, let's talk about house party. Okay. Yeah. I'm 47 years old. So in my past, I hosted house party before, inviting friends, cook for them. Yes. Where? In Ithaca, New York, when I was in culinary university, PhD student. Okay. Yeah. I invited my fellow PhD students. Okay, yeah. How many? Uh, about between 10 and 20. Okay, yeah. I have this one bedroom apartment. Okay, nice one, overlooking Finger Lake, off campus. Okay, yeah. It was Saturday afternoon. Okay, and it was elaborate. Okay, and I knew some of them are vegetarians. Okay, because they're from India. Okay, yeah. They're not all computer science majors. Okay, some of them are in like chemistry. Okay, yeah. It's computational biology. Okay, so it's like some of them are computer scientists, others biology or chemistry. Okay, so yeah, interdisciplinary science area. Okay, so I did prepare some vegetarian food with no meat. Okay, so okay, and I have been invited to house parties too. Okay. I do not have any dietary restriction except for refined sugar. So I do not eat cake or cookie or because if I eat refined sugar, like cake, pie, chocolate, I get pimples on my face. Okay. It's not allergic reaction, maybe more what's that term? Side effect, I guess. Okay, so I do not want pimples on my face. No. Okay, so but some small amount of sugar that they put in the food, I'm okay with that. But cake, pie, cookie, or chocolate, candy, I cannot do those things. Okay, because if I do, I get pimples on my face. I do not want that. It can make scars on my face. I do not want that. Okay. So if you host a house party, it could be your apartment, efficiency studio, does not matter. Okay, but home party, if you cook for your friends, ask them, your invitees, okay, are you allergic to any food material? Do you have some dietary restriction? Ask them beforehand so that they could safely enjoy the food that you cook for them, okay? It's very important. Mhm. So back in Kona University, okay, I also hung out with undergraduate and master's degrees students, PhD students, professors. Yeah, I hung out with all of them. Okay, I befriended many people, even people who are not in Kona University. Okay, Ithaca College. Okay, yeah, it's grad school too. Okay, yeah, I hung out with them too. Okay, yeah. Also, non-students, people who are not students, I hung out with them too because I went to like dance clubs and stuff. Yeah. Mhm. Civilians, okay? Yeah, they're all great. So, but that house party, okay? Yeah, what food did I cook? Uh, it's French one. Out of many, one item. Yeah, coco bang. What is coco bang? It's chicken marinated in wine, dry red wine. I think I use Merlot. Okay, maybe Cabernet Sauvignon, something like that. I guess. Yeah, marinate chicken in dry red wine for several hours. Just soak in the bucket full of wine, dry red wine. Put chicken in there. Okay. After that, yeah, put in the oven. Not microwave, just real oven, electric oven, okay? Fully cooked. Then I call evaporates, right? Yeah, just like almost like grape juice, okay? Yeah, remains. It was nice. Other food? Yeah, mashed potato. Okay. Inside of mashed potato, yeah, some flax seeds or sunflower seeds for vegetarians. For non-vegetarians, yeah, I separated it, okay, yeah, with the muffin, metallic muffin plate, right? Yeah, so yeah, two plates, okay? One for vegetarians, one for non-vegetarians, okay? So one for vegetarians, yeah, just mashed potato, but inside that, yeah, flax seeds, sunflower seeds, okay, and for vegetarians, okay? Non-vegetarian mashed potato, yeah, some of them, yeah, ground beef, others like bacon bits, okay, fully cooked. Vegetarians, yes, some, yeah, sesame seeds inside of that mashed potato. Okay, they liked it. Okay, yeah. It was success. And some playing music, yeah, sure, sure. Some card games, playing cards. It was nice. Yeah. So if you're hosting a house party, ask them, are you allergic to any food materials? Do you have some dietary restrictions? Okay. Ask them beforehand, okay? Because we want our invitees, guests, to safely enjoy the food that we cook for them, okay? It's important for safety, health, okay? Oh, yeah. Hmm? Make sure it's fully cooked, okay? Yeah. Very important. Then have a good time. So where have I been invited to a house party? Yeah, again in Cornell. Okay, yeah. Also in Los Angeles, California, where I worked as a computer programmer. Okay, my work colleagues. Okay, mm, that's nice. Also, when I was in Ann Arbor, Michigan Law School, okay, I befriended students who are not in law school. Okay, uh, they were also doing PhD in another department. Okay, I was doing JD. Okay, but I did befriend some graduate students, also undergrad students too. Okay, when I was in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Yeah. That was nice. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Good people. Yeah. Yeah. It was nice. Yeah. Even when I was in Madison, Wisconsin, majoring in computer science, okay, but I took other classes, okay. Some of our teaching assistant, teaching assistants, okay, it was not in computer science department because I took other classes, Madison, Wisconsin University, okay. Yeah, wonderful teaching assistants. Okay, they invited me to Thanksgiving in Madison, Wisconsin. Okay, thank you. House party. Okay, thank you. Also in Alaska too. I've been invited. House party. Yeah, well, Thanksgivings or Christmas Day because they know I live alone. So yeah, contingency in Alaska. Yeah, house party. I've been invited. Thank you. They humble me. Thank you for your kindness and generosity. Thank you. Good people. Thank you, friends. You humble me. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, professional culinary artists, cooks, okay? Yeah, they measure precision. I appreciate that, okay? But when I cook food, I'm kind of informal. I'm kind of shenanigan culinary artist, okay? I'm like, yeah, put something here and there. I don't measure, okay? I'm like very informal, okay? For me, myself, yeah, I love microwave, okay? Yeah, I cook everything in microwave, plastic jar, water boiled. Yeah, put some vegetable, some meat, some rice or ramen noodle, pasta, whatever, okay? Papuri style, yeah, just whatever, right? Yeah. Yeah, back of the humor issue, okay? Time check. How much time do we have left? More than 20 minutes left, okay? So, okay, good. Yeah, 5 minutes break, vocal rest. Okay, thank you. You want to see my food? Yeah, my breakfast. I show you. Okay, so it's like a paper plate and then kitchen towel and wax paper, plastic jar, and water, and inside of that, some like water and some lettuce, cabbage, and then bell pepper and maybe some mushrooms. I don't know. It's leftover. Okay, so that's what I need. Okay, so 5 minutes break. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so last night I came up with some kind of poetry. Okay, so when I was in U.S. Army, yeah, I never made sergeant. I was E4 specialist. Okay, I was just in the army for 4 years, active duty. Okay, so NCO creed, non-commissioned officer. Like, yeah, we had to memorize it. Okay, so although I never made a sergeant. Okay, non-commissioned officer. Okay, so yeah, it goes like this. Okay, yeah, nobody's more professional than I am. I'm a non-commissioned officer, known as the backbone of the U.S. Army. Okay, it's beautiful. NCO creed. Okay, yeah, it's about leadership, professionalism. Okay. Nice, very good education there. Yeah, but loosely based on that, I came up with lawyer's grade. Okay, it goes like this. Okay, a good lawyer needs not lie. A good lawyer can win a case by speaking the truth. A good lawyer can handle the truth. A good lawyer is the one who understands a timeless maxim that states honesty is the best policy. Okay. Kind of loose, yeah, scene called. Okay, so it kind of loosely based on that A Few Good Men movie, uh, Jack Nicholson and Kiefer Sutherland and Tom Cruise and Demi Moore and that U.S. Marine prosecutor's name. I have to look up his name. Kevin Bacon. Okay, okay, okay. All-star casting. Okay, yeah, A Few Good Men. It's like military courtroom drama. Okay, so yeah, yeah, yeah. Mr. Jack Nicholson, Colonel Jessup. Okay, yeah. You cannot handle the truth. Okay, yeah, it's loosely based on that too. Okay, yeah, yeah. So I've been lawyer in Alaska for past 7 to 8 years. Okay, so yeah, my motto is this. Okay, yeah, I'm a good lawyer, so I don't have to lie. No, I can handle the truth as it is. Okay, because I can justify it. Okay. When I was in law school, yeah, I came up with this joke, lawyer joke. Okay. Yeah, in law school, you learn two things. First, how to complain. Second, how to make excuses. I made my friends laugh. Okay, so yeah, in law school, you learn two things. First, how to complain. Second, how to make excuses. Okay, yeah, this a joke that I came up with when I was in law school. Okay, and I did make people laugh. Okay, yeah. Look, I'm more than a lawyer. I'm also a writer, actor, performer. Okay, so uh, okay, so yeah. Also comedian. Don't take me too seriously, okay? Just laugh me off, okay? Yeah. Yep. So when I was in Emma, Michigan Law School, I stayed in one bedroom apartment in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Okay, so it's like 20 minutes from east of Ann Arbor, okay, Michigan. Did I host a house party? Yes, I did. In that house party, well, one bedroom apartment, okay, I invited two of my friends. Okay, they are both PhD candidates in different departments. Okay, they are met in Ann Arbor, Michigan University. Okay, they are not in law school department. Okay, so yeah, yeah, I invited them to my one bedroom apartment in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Okay, yeah, yeah, we had a good time. Okay, yeah, we all three guys. Okay, and yeah, I guess we had beer or wine together, and I cooked food for them. Okay, oh yeah, I think it was sandwich. Okay, I do not think I cooked it. I think I cooked. I ordered like Subway sandwich. I think. Yeah, I think. Okay, so, but yeah, we enjoyed healthy food. Yeah, Subway sandwich. Okay. Now time check. Hmm. Yeah, like more than 10 minutes left. Okay. Oh yeah. I two guys. We all straight people. Okay. Yeah, two guys. They're PhD students in different departments. Okay. So they're not part of law school. Okay. But I met them. Okay. In Alabama Michigan University. Okay. Yeah. So we had a good time. Okay. It was some Saturday afternoon. It was nice. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. Just between us, three adult single guys, straight, three adult, straight male single guys having a house party, just three of us. Okay. It was nice. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we drank beer, wine. I'm not sure. Okay. But Subway sandwiches, okay, it was nice. Okay, it was nothing fancy or anything, but plenty of healthy Subway sandwich. Yeah, it was nice. Yeah. Maybe you talked about ladies. Okay, what's your ideal type of ladies? that you would want to date or even marry to? Sure. Just straight single male adults in Ann Arbor, Michigan University, okay. Two of them doing PhD in different departments, okay. Me, yeah, doing law school, JD, okay. So, they're smarter than me, okay. Yeah, yeah, of course. They're doing PhD, okay. Me, just JD, okay. Intellectual people, okay. But just relaxing, okay. They have good sense of humor too, okay. So we do not talk about schooling, studying. No, we do not talk about that. Yeah, we did talk about ladies, okay, because bunch of single guys, okay, so yeah, mm, it was nice. Just three of us, bunch of single guys, okay. Yeah, yeah, good times. Okay, that's about it. Okay, so it's been 2 hours. Okay, I'll see you next time. Okay, thank you. Yeah, martial arts, continuing education, career development. Okay, welcome to human school, human. Okay, thank you. Yeah, see you next time. Okay, thank you.